Good afternoon. This is 5 Tons with Guns coming back with you. My name is Casey. And today we're going to discuss the Hagen tear gas pencil. And here we have it here. Here's the way it comes in this neat little box. We got the instructions underneath the cover. We'll give you a close-up of that at the end of this video, as well as some of the sales literature on the Hagen tear gas pen. This pen not only writes, but it also fires a tear gas round or a flare round, in that you can take and put your round in the cap. You can see the firing pin maybe. Screw it in. Put it on safety. You got the notch for the safety. And then when you get in trouble, when you fire. I'm fumbling around here. This is the firing case. These are 32 Smith & Wesson, and it took a while for me to find the specs on these for 32 Smith & Wesson. There's also a 32 Smith & Wesson long, which pretty much took the place of this cartridge here, the short. The regular 32 Smith & Wesson, it came out in 1870, which it's been around for a long time. Not a lot of loading data on them. I've gone through all of my reloading books, including the Herder's manual from 1963, and this particular cartridge does not show up. But Richard Lee comes to the rescue again, and he had all the information in it for that. And we had 2 loadies for it. The bullet was like a 75 grain bullet, and it was only running about 600 feet per second, if that. Far less if you had a bullet in this, which these are not designed to have a bullet. In that, we're going to have to get a little close-up right here of where the bullet goes into the, well, we'll call this the breech. And it's not a bullet. That's how it goes in. And you'll see back in here where it's kind of a little bit convexed. Well, that's kind of a diffuser for the tear gas. Now, these will not fire a bullet. In that, you can see the front of the barrel, and the diameter is much smaller than the round. And you'd never be able to put a full-size bullet in here mistakenly. That being done, the patents on these, the last patent on these was, I guess every patent was an improvement on the same thing, was 1971 in Maricopa County, Arizona, close to where we live. It's a mechanical pencil. There's no markings on the workings, internal workings of the pencil mechanism. It may be a Scripto. Got a nice clip. You can hook it on your pocket. Also, there's a lot of different styles and shapes. I've got this book, Zips, Pipes, and Pins, and in it will tell you and show you pictures of different types of pin guns. These were for shooting a real bullet. The Office of Strategic Services, the OSS, during World War II, their operatives carried these. And let me thumb through the pages here. I'll show you. I'll read a couple things to you. They're pretty dangerous. Some of them. Here's a man here whose zip gun or pin gun went in reverse and got him right in the eye and killed him. So that's a beware. Also, let me read this to you. During one interview, an elderly World War II OSS vet said, "Those pin guns, which also wrote, not only fooled the enemy, but we always felt that one might have a post-war civilian market among suicides who want to leave a farewell note written with the same device that they shoot themselves with." Anyway, it's a good book. David Truby. We'll lay this out. You know, it's from Paladin Press. Okay, so I've showed you how to load it. I've showed you why it will not fire a live round, a bullet, and why, you know, it is illegal. You know, people do, and they have drilled these out to where they will fire a real bullet. And to do so, why, you know, you're probably going to go to jail. Anyway, if you want to see if this thing works or not, what we have here, how it originally came, we got 10 rounds of tear gas. If we can get a close-up look here, and we've got the little cardboard, like an overshot wad. And then we've got a slight, it's between a roll crimp and a taper crimp, just to keep that cardboard inside of it. These are the tear gas rounds. You got 10 of them. And then also, you got 3 flare rounds. I don't know how they would have worked, but anyway, all 3 of those rounds have been fired and not one of the tear gas. The primers are crimped in. I don't know why. The head stamp is Winchester Western, or Winchester Repeating Arms. And, you know, for something like this, I don't know why they would have to crimp, but they got three crimps around the primer. Usually that's military. So you want to see if this will work? Tell you what, let's take a little deprimer with our handy little Lee depriming tool here. You know, I'm gonna have to get something here to take those 3 little crimps out. Let's see if we can do it here on camera. Kind of chamfered anyway. Okay, we'll take our little primer here. chamfering tool for that. Let's get back on camera later on here, and we'll get this chamfered out where we can stick the primer in, and then we'll fire this with just a primer in it. We'll be right. We're back on camera here. Ready? Okay, after using our chamfering tool to chamfer out the primer pocket, which was crimped, we'll take our primer. We got it in here. We'll put it on our little mandrel, and this is a wrench for a percussion cap for a black powder pistol. We'll use that to put the primer in. Got other means of priming. But I do not have the proper shell holder to seat the primer for a 32 Smith & Wesson. Alright, we're primed. We'll take and screw your breech off, load your primed case in here, no powder. Okay, we're on safety. So even if you did drop it, you know, it would not fire. Okay, we'll take, wonder how loud this will be. Okay, you take and pull it off of safety, pull it all the way back, and there you go. That's pretty good. Alright, we know what works. Anyway, this is something different. You can find these around. You know, they used to sell these in drugstores. But I recall seeing them whenever I was a child. Also, the little 22 Italian and German little automatic pistols that held like 5 or 7 shots. They had those. They were like a burst gun. Anyhow, we're going to lay this all out and put it to where you can get a real good close-up of the instructions. By the way, the primers on these are corrosive. As you can see, well, you probably can't, but you can see some corrosivity at the end of the muzzle here, and I can feel it with this pin. So, you know, anything before 54 or something like that, especially on military ammunition, is corrosive primed. We'll lay this all out for you. See. And that will be it for today. We'll have another video next week, and we got some other things we can do. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll see you next time. We're signing off for the day. Bye-bye.